Yo, what's going on, guys? DJS here, Collectivekicks.com. Wanted to bring you guys this week's Collective Kicks weekly recap, and let's go ahead and jump into the news. There's lots of stuff. This is for the week of September 28th, which is the Sunday right now. So let's go ahead and get into it. There's lots of stuff as usual to cover. Nike ID LeBron 11 is sunsetting, and the new Nike LeBron 12 is going to be hitting Nike ID on October 6th. So I don't know the last day for the LeBron 11, but I'm assuming it's going to be the day before the LeBron 12 hits. Any last minute Nike IDs for the LeBron 11, you guys probably need to pull the trigger and make that happen. Also, the interface changed for Nike ID quite a bit, so if you guys are interested in seeing that, go to the article, check the link, and you guys can see the differences. But yeah, pretty crazy. I can't believe the 11 is leaving us, and then the 12, I can't wait to see what options the 12 has. As I mentioned in the past, there's going to be a lot of variation, just like the LeBron 11s. So we can see that they're going to have some sort of different colors, schemes, and whatnot for the LeBron 12s as the year goes by. So looking forward to seeing how that plays out. JD Elite, newest writer on the team, shout out to him, wrote an article on Concepts Brooks. Basically, the you can see right here this release. I'm not sure the Merlot release. And let's see here. Air Huarache Light Safari. Samar did an article on those. If you're interested in those, check those out. I did this article on Ebates. I noticed it was back on. A lot of people were kind of upset that Nike was pulled off of Ebates. I checked back, and Nike is back on Ebates. And if you haven't used Ebates yet, you got to go check it out. Check out the article if you want. Click the link and take you there and sign up. It's totally worth it. You get 6% cash back for any of your purchases. So you spend $250 on a pair of foam posits, you get $15 back. I know it's not that much money, but if you buy a pair of shoes every other weekend or so, it adds up. And that $15, I mean, eventually you buy. It's like buy 10 get one free sort of scenario. You buy enough pairs of shoes, and then you get enough money that you can get one back. So pretty cool. And I'm glad that they have Nikestore back on there. And I actually just used Ebates to book a trip to Hawaii because I'll be planning on going to Hawaii in like February and stuff. I'm pretty excited about that. But got 11% back on my trip, so it's just insane. But anyway, Ebates is awesome. That's all there is to be said about that. If you guys want to see any of these articles again, collectivekicks.com, and you can check the link in the description and take you to the site. Air Jordan 7s are already being leaked for 2015. We've seen a couple different models already. And like the French Blues and the Hair Airs we know are going to be coming back in 2015. These ones look like they're the Marvin, the Martian colorway. That's not an official title by any means, but colorway-wise, it does look similar to that of something from Space Jam. And it says that these are going to be coming out in March. So just kind of crazy. I mean, this is not official by any means, but I don't doubt that this is going to happen just because it is the year of the Air Jordan 7 in 2015, which is, again, the 23rd anniversary of the Jordan 7 model. And because of that, we're going to see at least a dozen colorways of the Jordan 7, I'm assuming, even with remastered series in effect. So I'm looking forward to seeing what other colorways they have. I've actually seen a couple of them that haven't hit the internet yet, and I can't say anything about it. I mean, I just told you guys that I saw some, but you guys have no idea what they look like, and all I can say is they're just crazy, crazy, crazy looking, and I'm looking forward to 2015. But this colorway is a new one. I haven't seen this one before, and it looks pretty rad. Moving onwards, the Air Jordan Ultimate Gift of Flight Pack, the Pantone 11s and the Jordan 29s. Smart of Jordan brand to bundle this together because it can help sell the 29 as well as give people, obviously, the Pantone 11. So pretty crazy. This isn't official yet still. Excuse me, I had a burp. Just had some French toast. Wife just made French toast. It was awesome. But and, just had a morning coffee as well. A little jittery from that coffee. But anyway, the Air Jordan 11 Pantone is pretty awesome. I have a feeling this is going to be quite limited. I mentioned it already, like last week when we heard kind of about this, that the Pantone 11 was going to be dropping for sure, but I did not know that it was going to be in a pack, and I did not know the price point is $500, which is crazy high. If you check out this article, I break it down. I mean, if you look at it, like the gold moments pack was 350 for the 6 and the 7, like last year or 2 years ago. Then the countdown packs were 310, and now these ones are looking at being 500. That's just crazy. But same time, I mean, is it worth it? I don't know. The custom box itself probably costs $40 for them to manufacture. Who knows? But yeah, it's a crazy cost. I'm curious to see how. Obviously, it's going to sell out well. I don't know if there won't be a resale on the 29s for sure, but I think there's going to be enough of a resale on the Pantones themselves that they could be pulling 450 or so by themselves. So I mean, it's just going to be a pack that's going to be a pain in the butt to get, and it's going to be a pain in the butt to get for retail. I'm assuming, which is unfortunate because I really want those as well as I'm sure everybody. But anyway, moving on. Adam wrote this article on the SB Acapulco Gold release date. Pretty awesome. It looks like the Nike ACG. If you don't know what ACG stands for, it's All Conditions Gear. As you can see, that Adam wrote down here, it was created by Tinker in 91. Pretty cool. It's like a nice little throwback to an older something or other that you guys probably don't know much about, but or for the younger people at least. But kind of a fun release. This happens, I believe, midweek next week. If you want to check out the article, you can see the official release date. I didn't look into it yet. Shoe Palace, a Hollywood grand opening, and there was a Jordan restock involved with that. And basically, yeah, I didn't actually. I'm gonna click on this and look because I didn't actually see this. It looks like this happened this last week, right? So this happened on Saturday, and these are all of the tentative lists. Did you guys see the restock? Did you guys get anything from the restock that happened? Leave a comment. Let me know. I'm curious to see if anybody actually picked up anything from that. I did a video on the Fear Pack collection. Which one was your favorite? I was asking if you guys wanted to see that video. One of the videos I uploaded a long time ago and I totally forgot to post. Um, but let's see here. Moving on. Reebok Pump Dual Red Suede video from Kicks Reason. Always holding down the Reebok side as usual. And Way of Wade 3 Overtown, an announcement, first look from Pijung, or PJ as I'm just going to say. I am pretty stoked to see these Way of Wade 3s. I'm definitely going to get at least one pair of them. I want the Dexter colorway that we saw is just insane looking. Way of Wade is one of those things that if you haven't tried a pair out yet, you got to just get a pair. I know the price points are getting kind of crazy though. They're getting pretty expensive, but regardless, the quality builds on them are superior to. I mean, it's if you want a Jordan remastered series kind of sneaker, go with the Way of Wade. It's like it's going to be that type of quality for the remastered and possibly even better. Um, it's the truth, seriously. Anyway, Storm Shadow available 2.5 Way of Wades. I think those are sick as well. Also, they also have a lifestyle model out there for those who are interested in the lifestyle side. Jordan Shine, this was limited to only 500 pairs, supposedly. I don't know because on Nike's release calendar, they actually had two different pairs of Jordan Shines. They looked exactly the same, and I just don't understand. Um, I don't think that there's going to be any crazy aftermarket price on these though because they're already $400. Premium product, premium materials, but for like $400, the price is just too much, in my opinion. Forgotten Fridays, LeBron 25.5. If you guys don't remember these, I actually have a pair of these, which is dope. And D. Strasner, shout out to him for doing this series. Really fun series. I hope he continues it every Friday because it's just a fun series idea. And it's like Throwback Thursdays, obviously, but for Forgotten Fridays. Very cool. And these things are badass. So I got to start remembering to hashtag. In fact, that's one of the things I'm going to be working on soon is if it's not enough for me to manage my own social media stuff, but I want to set up a separate Twitter and Instagram for Collectivekicks. So just, I guess, be on the lookout for that. I'll keep you guys posted as I work on that. Here's a pack for Hannon and Asics. And yeah, I don't know much about that, but JD Elite wrote that article. If you guys want to go check that one out. And this Horween leather New Balance thing is crazy. I think the price on these are going to be like $400 too. Mr. Hype did an article on these. I think that this I don't know when this actually released. I'm not going to click into it because I'm going to keep it rolling. But these things are crazy expensive for these leather, but it's a really, really premium leather. and premium leather does come at a cost. So it's crazy to see that those are so expensive, but I have a feeling that, I mean, they're really really limited because they do them in really small size runs, which makes sense because it's not cost effective to make like 50,000 or however many pairs they make usually of the same model with really really high quality leather. Because if they don't sell out, then that's a huge cost. But anyway, Reebok Pump High and T I don't even know how to say that. Tidoli collaboration. You guys can check that one out. I'm not gonna. I butchered it enough. Kicks Reason did that article. Diablo Way of Wade 2 lows were available with a. I believe there's a discount code as well. If you guys didn't check that out, I wrote that article, but I didn't put the discount code. There's a discount. There's a discount code on the one up above here. You can use this one right over here from the Storm Shadow, and use it for the Diablos if you guys are interested. I did a video on the sneaker steals and deals factory store. Lots of crazy stuff at the factory store last time I went there. If you want to check out that video, you can. Air Force Max Throwback Thursday from Kicks Reason. I love those shoes. Anybody that's a fan of Barkley knows those shoes. Funny story, like even in high school, there was a dude that had these shoes and he wore them and they were beat up, and I forgot basketball shoes for one of the days that I had practice, and he let me just use his shoes or whatever, and there were those things, and I was like, I felt so cool because he let me use those shoes, and then like probably a couple weeks later, like he ended up getting a new pair of shoes, and these were like he threw these in like the lost and found bin at, or like it just in the, it's basically just like the lost and found bin or whatever at in the gym area or whatever, and I was like, dude, can I have them? So I ended up like taking them and like I guess getting them like super duper secondhand and gross and all used, but I was like super excited about it because I didn't have any fancy shoes or anything like that back then. So I thought it was cool, but yeah, it's just a little throwback for myself looking at those things there. Anyway, ASICS Christmas pack. Sneaker Tutor did this article. Pretty rad looking pack. Obviously a huge fan of Christmas. If you guys already didn't know. If you saw my top 30 pickups videos from this year so far, the top 10, you'll know that Christmas is one of those things that I love. Anyway, Sneaker Tutor also did an article, Nike Free Orbit 2 polka dots. Those things are just wild looking. I heard that they run really, really snug, so if you have an interest in those, you definitely should go up a size. Black Toe Jordan 14 review video from Kicks Reason. I need to go actually watch this video because I didn't get them, and it was one of those sneakers that I wanted to get. I just didn't make it happen. So eventually maybe I'll get a pair of those. There's just a lot of other sneakers that I got in the last month that I needed to chill out. Part of the reason why I'm not going to go after those, I think those 3M reflective 13s as well. I just don't have enough bandwidth to just be trying to buy everything like that. And I missed out on a handful of kicks here and there. So, but I do have some other sneakers coming. I got some eBay steals that are in the works. So be on the lookout for some unboxings in the week or so. But ASICS Gelite 3 Whiteout from Smiley. Those look pretty badass actually. I mean, if you like the ASICS Gelite 3s, a pure white silhouette you can never go wrong. This is probably the biggest news of the week. Mr. Hype covered this well. Shout out to him. For the Nike designers, Mark Dolce. I always want to say Dolce. I just Mark D. I don't know how to say his name. I just see it. Dennis and then Mark Minor heading to Adidas. That's major news. Like that's like three major designers, and from what I understand, they're going to be taking these designers and then giving them design capabilities similar to that of like Tinker Hatfield's like Innovation Kitchen. If you don't know what that is, like if you saw the 2K14 game, the Innovation Kitchen is basically, and I'm going to click on this while I talk, but the Innovation Kitchen is basically like locked down security like area where Tinker Hatfield and company work on innovative designs for years and years and years to come. But man, I don't know. It's crazy and exciting to see what they're going to end up doing. These guys are some powerhouse players, so Nike losing them is going to be kind of crazy. But Nike's always forward thinking and looking at future talent, and there's a lot of talent out there that can bring a lot of cool stuff to this new day and age in sneakers. So I don't think it's going to be much of a hit for Nike because there's 1,000 people that want to replace them in their current role that they had at Nike anyway. So competition's been really steep and the pressure's been on these guys have been performers in the past, but it's going to be interesting to see what's going to happen from the Adidas side to see if they can pick up some of the slack from Adidas and really just to see what happens with Nike and the backfills for the future stuff that ends up happening. Anyway, Box Trolls release details. If you guys want to check out the full release details, looks like there's about 600 and something pairs total. There is the auction going on. I think the auction is an amazing cause. I like the fact that they're auctioning these off instead of just dropping them randomly and then having the crazy resale prices like the Paranormans, which is another pair that I still want that I don't have in the collection. I'm looking for a 9 to a 9.5 or a 10, but yeah, man, it's impossible to find a pair of Paranormans for a decent price, especially nowadays. The hype on it is just crazy. But these things are pretty cool, and I like the fact that you can win them in the auction. Well, not all of it, but a lot of the proceeds go to charity, which kind of goes in line with what the movie is about, from what I understand. It's like an adoption sort of program, which I think is awesome. As somebody has adopted myself, I think that's an awesome cause. So I'll be trying to bid on them, but I don't have a crazy amount of money to be throwing at those. And I doubt I'll be able to get a pair because of that. But regardless, it's kind of cool. Anyway, Fila Tennis and Burn Rubber. There's a whole bunch of stuff going on here. Kicks Reason did an article on that for the Fila side if you guys are interested. Happened on September 27th, it looks like. And yeah, this is when I confirmed the release for sure. I know that was rumored, but I was just throwing it out there as a confirmation. Also, I was suggesting, are these the best Flyknits ever? It's this Flyknit upper with the hexagonal zoom air on the bottom, or the zoom units. I think that's pretty badass. And we've seen like at least 4 different models, including men's and women's, of the hexagonal zoom air units. I think that's awesome. It seems like a forward way that things are going to go. I don't know how that can play in effect with Lunarlon or not, but if it can, that'd be kind of cool to be able to see. But anyway, moving on. Bad Apple release date's coming out October 4th next week. Obviously, somebody tell me you don't think of Yeezys when you see those things. Regardless, they look pretty awesome, and the colorway is sure to be a hit. And I can't wait to see more colorways of the KD7. There was another all red colorway of the KD7. I just didn't do an article on it. If you guys didn't see that one, it's pretty crazy. Teleria, I don't know how to say the name of it, but are these actually re-releasing? Sneaker Tutor did an article on those. I never really I can see like the names of sneakers, but reading them back sometimes is odd. And I've known that name of the sneaker for years. I mean, there's another one from the '90s, the Sirocco's. It's a Nike running shoe, and I had a pair of those. They were awesome, but I don't know if it's actually pronounced Sirocco. It's just the way I've seen it. That's how I pronounce it. So it's just funny how that works out. Air Max 93 Bamboo colorway. Sneaker Tutor did an article on that. And then the waterproof pack, the Air Tech Challenge 2, those look insane. The all black ones, this is the first I saw this article, and that is super badass. I'm going to have to look into when those, actually I'm going to look into it right now, if there's a release date on them. Those look so sick. Um, Man, I don't know when these are dropping, but those both look really dope with the burgundy upper and then that black. It looks like it hits a blue or obsidian on those. I don't have a release date on those, but man, as soon as we get, we'll update the site. Shout out to Mr. Hype on that one. Reebok Pump High, and a Foot Patrol collaboration, Kicks Reason, and New Balance number system explained by size. So that's kind of cool if you guys are curious about that. Mr. Hype did that article. Um, D Time limited edition 2008 review. D Brown. Look at the tag on that. That's pretty awesome. The no look dunk. If you guys remember that one. Are these the best basketball shoes ever? G Money with the title. Uh, with the panda head on these things, removable panda heads. These made headlines all over the place. People hit me up on my personal Facebook being like, "Can you believe? Look at these things," and blah blah blah. The detachable panda heads. But my problem is they're not even panda heads. There's a black and a white one, but they're not panda. They're just teddy bears. Come on. Uh, anyway, Way Dexter Colorway Shoe Games did this article. Those look sick. I definitely want those, and it would be even better if they had like a white or a black upper instead of the white, but the blood splatter is just sick. And I like how the blood splatter goes over even the logo on the back there. What would be cool is to have like a custom Dexter sneaker like based on his outfit that he would always wear. If you guys ever watched Dexter, like that green kind of stretchy top, like long sleeve top, and then like the corduroys and stuff. Anyway, the gloves and the knife. I'm feeling like designing a Nike idea of that soon. Anyway, Box Trolls and Nike Roshi boot full images. That was when it first happened, September 22nd. And actually, I think most people got it on the 23rd, but I got an image of it on the 22nd, a little bit ahead of time. Shout out to the people on Twitter for hitting me up with that. I called it last week, woohoo, that it was going to be a sneaker boot. I didn't know for sure. I just was assuming based on the picture that the close-ups that we saw. Anyway, finishing up cross training signature series from Kicks Reason, and then the free trainer 5.0 Kicks Reason did this one as well. If you guys don't subscribe to him, click on his video and then go subscribe to Kicks Reason. Appreciate all he does over there. Box Trolls preview again there, and then I did the Nike Dunk Canvas video. Finally, it took me a while, and you can see the difference between the two and why I was upset because it was just so washed out looking. Also, are these all new? Oh yeah, so this is all relevant still, right? I did a lot of articles like after I posted, but this one was the other one that was big. How the what the LeBron 11 should have looked by Max Lund. Amazing designer. This kid is amazing for sure. He did the Dornbecker painting for me. If you guys Dornbecker 3, if you guys didn't see that, but those things just look disgusting. They're so rad. Anyway, very cool concept that he did there. If you guys want to see that, and then the pricing on these, is it confusing? Is it 200 or 185? Store has it at 200. Website has it 185. Sounds like it's going to be 200. But yeah, dude, I don't know. Shout out to I am TMC2 for the image on that like a while ago. He had that information a long time ago, but it was confusing with the website. All red Air Jordan Chicago. All red Air Jordan collection at Nike Chicago. Pretty insane. We have the all white version in Nike Portland, but the all red one is obviously all hyped up right now with the red theme. But they look insane, and the quality looks insane, and everything else. So here I did the Acapulco gold again, as we saw earlier, and that's pretty much it. Jordan Shines, as I mentioned, and it was confusing because it did two different colorways. But that's all we got. And then release dates is still not working right, I'm assuming. Did you guys pick up anything last weekend? Leave a comment, let me know. If you guys are planning on picking up anything future weekend, leave a comment, let me know. Have a good rest of your Sunday, though, and we'll catch you guys later. Peace, guys.